Hello everybody, welcome to our Clark Construction Information Session. We have our guest speaker, Mukund, coming in today to speak with you all.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk about Clark Construction. Clark Construction is one of the largest construction companies here in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area.
Let's pause here to note a mistake Mukund has already made. He failed to introduce himself before starting his presentation. This led the audience to immediately lose interest. Connor picked up her phone the moment Mukund started speaking. Austin is already yawning, and Mukund just finished his first sentence. If Mukund had introduced himself and taken the time to greet his small audience, the audience would feel more connected to Mukund's presentation and be more willing to listen to what he has to say. Let's continue.
I'm going to provide you with 3 reasons why you should work at Clark Construction. The first reason you should work at Clark Construction is the benefits. We have one of the best 401k benefits in the country. It matches up to 5%, which is greater than everyone else. It is leading industry standards. So when retirement comes around, you're going to have a lot.
Let's pause. Obviously, there is a problem here. Enna has had her hand raised for the last 30 seconds, and Mukund has failed to acknowledge her. Mukund is too focused on saying what he wants to say and is neglecting the audience. If Mukund gave Enna the opportunity to ask her question, he would be encouraging audience engagement. This contributes to demographic audience analysis. Also, notice how Mukund is speaking about retirement and job benefits. He is supposed to be targeting young college students, but once again fails to conduct a demographic analysis of his audience. Let's continue.
A lot of money to go on your boat, to fish, to do all sorts of fun things when you're 65 years old. The second thing you need to have is your dental and health insurance. The health insurance is the best. You can see any doctor you want, and you can have your, yes?
So why would a college student want to work for Clark Construction?
Just to get a job out of college. So you have a job to put on your resume. So yeah.
So finally Mukund acknowledged an audience member, but he provided a brief and almost passive-aggressive answer to Colleen's question and continued talking about things that do not draw the attention of college students. Here Mukund is not conducting attitudinal analysis. He neglects to focus on his audience members' feelings and values. Let's continue.
Yes, the last benefit, reason why you should work at Clark is the location. It's in Washington, D.C., which is a very large city, so it's a great place to raise your family. You can send your kids to the best schools. Your kids will get into schools like Harvard, Yale, Columbia, all the fancy schools. They'll get 2400s on their SATs, and it's all going to be great. All right, you all should work for Clark. Thank you.
So Austin finally woke up, and Mukund received a less than enthusiastic round of applause from his audience. Let's conduct a final assessment of Mukund's audience analysis skills. To start, Mukund entirely ignored his environmental analysis. The room was too dark, and while he did have a visual aid projected behind him, he failed to gesture to it or make any comments regarding why the audience should care about what is on the screen. Mukund also failed to conduct a demographic analysis by not introducing himself to his audience members and getting to know where their values lie and their interests. Lastly, Mukund failed to conduct an attitudinal analysis. He made little to no connections with the audience, spoke with a monotone voice throughout the entire presentation, and discouraged audience members from asking questions. Let's hope our next presenter can provide you with a better example of how to conduct audience analysis.
It's a little bit dark in here. Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation. I'm Greg.
Awesome, nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Jaya. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hold on, that's right.
Hello.
I don't think you.
Are you all university students?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me about your majors.
Civil, structural,
Okay, engineering.
architecture.
Okay, very important as well. Great, graduating soon? That's fantastic.
2 days.
All right, that's very exciting. Well,
Let's pause here. Greg has already completed crucial steps to his audience analysis. By briefly getting to know his audience members, for example confirming if they are all students at the University of Maryland and asking about their majors, Greg has conducted demographic analysis. He is now familiar with the ages and interests of his audience members and can now tailor his presentation to highlight topics surrounding the company that would captivate the audience. Greg has also conducted environmental analysis by adjusting the lighting in the room. This prevents the audience from becoming tired or distracted during his presentation. Let's continue.
My name is Greg, and I'm here to represent Clark Construction. I would like to go over 3 reasons why I think you should consider our company. They are the projects that we offer, the benefits that we offer, and the locations in which we are doing our work. I'll start off with the projects. I would like you all to take a look at the Clark Construction website I have up here. This is where you can get in contact with us and find out about some of the projects that we do. My personal favorite is the International Spy Museum. It was a very exciting project where we took together architects and civil engineers and pulled off a well-done project for the International Spy Museum.
Notice how Greg has taken the step of gesturing to his visual aid, the company's website, and discussed why the audience should check out the website on their own time. Also notice how Greg's enthusiastic tone and vocal modulation has managed to capture the audience's attention. Not one audience member has glanced at their cell phone or fallen asleep. Here, Greg has conducted attitudinal analysis. He is expressing his passion about the company by speaking enthusiastically, which has successfully held the audience's attention thus far. Let's continue.
The second topic I would like to talk about are the benefits. I know how it is when you're a university student, sometimes you're living paycheck to paycheck, you would like the job security. Clark Construction is very focused on getting our students up and running, getting you a competitive salary, and getting you into a secure living situation so that you can get to work for us right away.
Notice how Greg was able to transform a topic, like job benefits, that typically does not draw the attention of college students, and tailor it to better captivate his audience. Greg transferred the information he learned from greeting his audience and applied it to his demographic analysis in order to hold the audience's attention and interest. Let's continue.
The third topic I would like to talk about is the locations. As students, I know that you are going to want to live somewhere with a nightlife, you're going to want to have a commute that is close to work. We can provide that for you. With all of our Clark locations, you will be close to some amazing areas, to some younger crowds with affordable housing and a lot of fun things to do, very close to where you work. So, because of those 3 reasons, the projects, the benefits, and the locations, I think a position at Clark would be ideal for a graduating student from the University of Maryland majoring in either architecture or engineering. Are there any questions that I may answer that you students have?
So I'm interested in a little bit of career growth. Is there anything you offer at Clark Construction relative to career growth, maybe a mentoring program, something like that?
I'm very glad you asked. Clark is full of mentors that would be happy to help any entry-level students coming into the workforce. They will take you under their wing, they will show you the company culture, and there will be a lot of room to growth if you have the drive and the passion to do so. That's a great question.
Notice how Greg looks to the audience to ask questions. By taking the time to direct attention to the audience, Greg is able to conduct attitudinal analysis. He is expressing interest in the audience thoughts and questions in order to analyze the audience's emotions and clarify any confusion they may have. Let's continue.
Okay, well, I would like you all to stay in contact. I have brought my business cards so that you may get a hold of me at Clark Construction. Again, my name is Greg.
Notice how Greg has come prepared with business cards. He is continuing to conduct demographic analysis by showing concern for the audience and extending the offer to contact him with any questions regarding his presentation. Let's continue.
Here you are.
Right?
Here you are. Here you are.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Thank you all students so much, and I hope to hear from you all. Thank you.
Clearly, Greg's presentation has earned him a more positive reaction from the audience compared to McCoon's presentation. Let's conduct a final assessment of Greg's audience analysis skills. To start, Greg immediately conducted environmental analysis by making sure the room was bright. He also referenced his visual aid later in his presentation, adding to his environmental analysis. Greg then conducted his demographic analysis by briefly getting to know each audience member. This helped him to tailor his presentation to students' majors and interests. Greg conducted his attitudinal analysis when providing the opportunity for audience members to ask questions and also raising the opportunity for the audience to contact him if they have any other questions or concerns.